Now we are going to study next question from March 2017 exam, question 1. March 2017 exam, question 1. Okay, I am going to read the question for you guys. Okay, everyone try to see the scenario here. An engine is being aligned on its seating using steel wedges under its base. A engine is being aligned on its seating using steel wedges under its base. The wedges have a taper. See the point here. Wedges have a taper. How much taper wedges have? A taper of 3 degrees. Can be assumed to have a face-to-face contact with the seating and engine. So try to see the scenario here. We have what? A wedges here. A engine is, see, I am going to read the question once again. An engine is being aligned on its seating using steel wedges under its base. The wedges have a taper. How much wedges have a taper? 3 degrees, and can be assumed to have a face-to-face contact with the seating and the engine. The coefficient of friction at all contact surfaces. So what is coefficient of friction? Mu is how much? 0.3. Sorry, not 0.3. Coefficient of friction is how much? 0.4. The vertical load on each wedge can be assumed to have a face-to-face contact, and load is how much? 200 kilonewton. Okay, see the scenario, how I am going to draw this drawing. So, suppose this is what the engine sitting. See the scenario here. This is a just schematic drawing, guys. This is what a sitting of the engine. Okay. Here we have a wedge. Okay. So this is what our A part. Okay. This is what our engine part. Okay, engine sitting. And this is what our wedge. Try to see the scenario. And how much load is there? How much load is there? 200 kilonewton. 200 kilonewton means what? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 Newton. So total load. And here we are applying a force. Okay. So this is what the force we are applying. Try to see the point here. Now guys, if you want to see, if you want to move this engine up, there should be what? See, this is engine basically. I am going to read the question once again. There is one important statement is there. There is one important statement. See the last sentence. The vertical load on each wedge. See the point. The vertical load on each wedge can be assumed to be constant 200 kilonewton. So here I have shown only one single wedge, but there are n number of wedge, and load on each wedge will be how much? 200 kilonewton. Suppose, okay, so load on each wedge is how much? 200 kilonewton. Now see the scenario. If there is no opposition here, what will happen? See this drawing carefully. If there is no opposition here, what is here? If there is no opposition here, what will happen? Instead of engine going up, what will happen? Engine will go forward on this side. Engine will go on this side. See the point. Okay. Try to see the scenario. So what will happen? See, this 200 kilonewton is what? Load on each wedge. See the point, now? How much load on each wedge? On each wedge, how much load is coming? 200. So there are n number of loads. So there are n number of wedges. So there are what, guys? N number of wedges. So remaining, suppose this side also there is an engine. There is a remaining part of the engine. So that remaining part of the engine, what will do? It will apply a reaction force here. And that reaction force opposes motion on this side. Means wedges try to go this side. And then with wedge, engine will try to go up. Sorry, engine will try to go this side. But this remaining part of the engine will oppose. And what will happen? Engine will go up. So you got this point, how this R is coming. This R is coming means I am going to draw another drawing for you, for your reference. Consider this is like an entire engine. The previous question that we have seen. Okay. So suppose one wedge on this side, another wedge on this side. Okay. So now we separated this one. Okay. We separated this part. Okay. We cut this part from in between. Imaginarily. Yeah? So what will be the scenario here? What will be the scenario, guys? The story will be like this. Story will be what, guys? Story will be like this. Okay, if we cut this portion from in between, what will story will become like this? So this part of the engine will apply what force on this part? Okay, this is internal force, and that internal force is what? R. Okay, we assume it as R. Okay, any doubt in this R now? And see, total load is, suppose there are two wedges, total load will be how much? 400 kilonewton. So on each wedge, how much will be load? 200 kilonewton. Okay guys, are you getting my point? Try to see the scenario, how it is R coming. Any doubt in this R? Anyone? Okay, any doubt in this R? Any doubt in this R? Why this R is there? Means, see, here they have given us vertical load on each wedge. Okay, see the point here. Vertical load on each wedge will be how much? 200 kilonewton. Vertical load on each wedge will be what guys? 200 kilonewton. If vertical load on each wedge is hard, 200 kilonewton, then what will be the scenario? So there are n number of wedges, means here I have shown two wedges. So due to two wedge, for two wedge, how much load? 400 kilonewton. So if you separate this side part, what will happen? If you apply force on this side, if you try to move this engine part on this side, this part will, what will apply? Applies force like this, and this reaction R will come. Okay guys, are you getting my point? So this is what? This is a force. This is a what? Force on this engine, which opposes its motion on this side. Okay guys, are you getting my point? If there is no R, then what will happen? Engine will not go up, engine will go this side. Okay, so there must be some R which is due to remaining part of the engine. See, here we are discussing only for this 200 kilonewton. We are discussing only for this 200 kilonewton. But there is other part also. There are n number of wedges, because here discussion is only about one wedge. Okay guys, any doubt in this R? Okay, good. Okay, good. Now try to see the scenario here. What will be the next point here? Okay, so our target is what? In A part, what is our target? In A part, what is our target? Force required to drive the wedge in. What is our target? Our target in A part is what? Force required to drive the wedge in. Means we have to find out force required to drive the wedge in, means we have to find out F in. So in A part, our target is what? We have to find out this F in. Okay, this is what our target. And what I have seen, means what I have given name F in, because I am going to give one extra question. C part, we will consider it as a C part. In C part, what we will take? Force required to drive the wedge out. Okay, means force required. See, if you want to move the wedge in, we have to give the force F in. If you want to take the wedge out, we have to take the force out. Means it will not come automatically. Yeah? We have to apply some force, then and only wedge will come out of this. Okay. So here, try to see the scenario here. So mu is how much here in this question? What is the value of mu? 0.4. Check it once again. Is it 0.4? So phi will be equal to what? Tan inverse of mu, means tan inverse of what? 0.4. Okay. So what will be the value of phi? So what will be the value of phi, guys? Everyone? 21.8. Check it out. Is it value of mu is how much? 0.4 na? 21.8. Okay. Guys, are you getting my point? Try to see the scenario here. And what is, how much taper they have given us in the question? How much taper they have given us in the question? This taper means what? This angle. So this is what? 4 degree. So this is what? 4 degree. Check it out. Is it 4 degree or something else? I may, 3 degree. So this is what? 3 degree. Okay, now okay. Everyone, please. Okay, so, okay, good. Check it out once again. I may be wrong. Sometimes not only sometimes. A lot of times I may do mistakes like this. See, I have written earlier 4. Okay, so you have to please attentive. Okay, so please everyone, write down this, means draw this drawing properly. 5 and write down A part target. We have to find out F in. Okay, please everyone, please write down all these things. So try to see the scenario here. Okay, what we have to do next? Our target is what? We have to find out F in. For F in, what we are going to do? For F in, what we are going to do? For F in, what we are going to do? Side, try to see the scenario. We are going to draw force diagram for engine, then force diagram for the wedge. Okay, see the scenario here. So first of all, very simple scenario here. Only two drawings will come. First one is what? This is what our engine part. Okay. Then below there will be what? This will be what, guys? This will be what? Wedge. Okay. Now to see the scenario here, there will be how much load? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 Newton. Okay, good. Then there will be what? R here. There will be what? A force in. Okay. That is what our target. We have to find out force in. Now here, this is what our engine part. Okay. This is what our wedge. Okay. See the point here, everyone. Try to be attentive. Okay. So now, here there will be what? Normal reaction. And we will say here, what we will say here, we will say as a Rn2. Okay. Then, if this wedge is try to go this side, then there will be what, guys? If wedge will try to go this side, there will be what? Friction force. And then this friction force will be what? We will say it as a Fr2. Now there will be what, guys? Normal reaction. From this side, from wedge, from engine will come on the engine. Sorry, from engine it will come on the wedge. Okay. So this normal reaction we will say it as a what? Rn1. Okay. Means if it is Rn1 this side, then automatically what will happen? This Rn1 will come on what, guys? Okay. Here also same. Rn1, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Now if wedge try to go this side, there will be what? Friction force opposite to the motion here. See the point here, huh? So this friction force we will say it as a Fr1. Okay. Then there will be what, guys? Then okay, see the scenario here. This is water 2. And here, see, this is water 2. See. Yes. This is water our 1. Okay. So this is what our Fr1. Okay, are you getting my point? Try to see the scenario here. Then Fr1 on this one, this one, on this engine, it will become like this. See the point here. Okay, good. So here, so any doubt in this discussion? Then resultant reactions of this one. What will be the resultant reaction here? Here we will say what resultant reaction, what we will say? This resultant reaction will be what? R2. And then angle of friction here. Angle of friction is same for all planes. Means here also, here also, here also. So here I will directly denote phi. Then here, guys, try to see the scenario here, everyone. So here there will be what, guys? Resultant reaction will be what we will say? R1. Okay, see the point? R1. Okay, so then what will be the scenario here? This angle of friction will be what? Phi. Okay, then there will be what? Vertical line. This is what? A vertical line. This angle will be what, guys? Try to see the scenario. This angle will be what? This is a vertical line. This is a vertical line. This angle will be what? 3 degree. This taper angle. Okay, good. Okay. Then we will come to this drawing. See, same with the previous, same like a previous question. Okay. So this will be what again? This is what our resultant reaction. What we will name? We will give same. Okay, R1. And then this angle will be what, guys? Phi. Okay, see the point here. And then this will be what? Vertical. With respect to vertical, this angle will be what? 3 degree. Okay guys, are you getting my point? Try to see the scenario here, everyone. Okay, try to see the scenario. Okay, please everyone, draw both the drawings. See here, very simple scenario. Okay, in this question, as compared to earlier question, this question is very simple. Please draw this drawing, both the drawing properly. So guys, now what is our target? Our target is what? What we have to find out? We have to find out force in. What we have to find out? We have to find out force in. And how to find out force in? For that purpose, what we are going to do? Same scenario, same as previous one. Okay. Okay. What will be the same scenario here? Try to see the point here. So, okay, how to do this story? So first of all, for engine, what we are going to do? We are going to form a force vector diagram. So first of all is what guys? This one is what? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 Newton. So vertical. So 200 into what? 200 into what? 10 raised to the power what? 3 Newton. Okay. Then there will be what guys? This is what our, see the drawing. This will be what? R1. Okay. And then this will be what guys? This will be what? Our R. Okay. Everyone, anyone have any doubt? And what is the angle of R1 with respect to vertical? What is the angle of this R1? Angle of R1 with respect to vertical. What is the angle of R1 with respect to vertical? What will be that angle guys? Okay, very good. 3 plus 5. This angle will be what? 3 plus 5. Okay. So this will form a, they will form a right angle triangle. Okay. What is our target? We have to find out R1. R1 is what? Hypotenuse. This is what? Adjacent. Okay. So see the scenario. This is adjacent, hypotenuse. Adjacent hypotenuse is what? Cos. Cos of 3 plus 5. Okay. See the scenario. 3 plus 5 will be equal to what guys? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 divided by what guys? See the point here everyone. 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 divided by what? What will be the scenario here? Divided by R1. Okay. So R1 will be equal to what? So R1 will be equal to what guys? R1 will be equal to what? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3, 200 into this is angle sir, this is angle, see, this is angle, adjacent, hypotenuse, adjacent and hypotenuse is what? This is what? Okay, okay, so cos of 3 plus 5, what is the value of phi here guys? What is the value of phi here in this question? What is the value of phi? What is the value of phi here? 21.8. Okay. 21.8. Okay. So please everyone do the calculation and tell me the value of R1. Everyone please do the calculation. Very simple things, huh, guys. If you are good with previous numerical, then this numerical is very easy for you. The reason behind taking this question is what? I want to explain few things. 220, very good. 318, point 31 unit Newton. Okay, so we got it. What guys? What we got? We got R1. Then we are going to, we got R1. Whatever the R1 here, same R1 will be here. Action and reaction. See the point here. So what we are going to do? We will come for the what guys? For which what we are going to do? We are going to form a force vector diagram. So this is what our F in. See the point here everyone. This will be what? Our force in. Force in. Then there will be what guys? Force in. Then there will be what? This will be what guys? Our, okay, R2, this side R2, and then this will be what? our R1. Okay, anyone have any doubt in this discussion? No? Okay, good. What is the angle of R2 with respect to vertical here? Angle of R2 with respect to vertical will be what? Phi. So here this will be what, guys? Phi. Then angle of R1 with respect to vertical, this angle will be how much, guys? This angle will be what? See this angle, 5 plus 3. So this angle will be what? 5 plus 3. See the point here, everyone. Okay. Any doubt in this discussion till now? Okay. Now we will see what we are going to do. This angle we will consider this as a theta 1, this as a theta 2, and then this as a theta 3. Okay, see the point here, we are nearer to the answer. So theta 1 will be equal to what? This is a phi, see the difference. I am going to write theta is like this, phi is like this. Phi stand for angle of friction. Okay, see the scenario here. Okay, so theta 1 will be equal to what? 90 minus phi. So 90 minus phi means what? 21.8. 21 point what, guys? 21.8. And what will be this value? 90 minus 21.8. How much, guys? How much? 68.2 degree. Okay, good. Then theta 2 will be what? 90 minus how much? 5 plus 3. So 90 minus 5 is how much? 21.8 plus 3. So please everyone do the calculation. How much, guys? 65.2 degree. Okay. So we got theta 2 and we need a theta 3. Sum of these three angles will be what, guys? 180 degree. Sum of these angles, theta 1, theta 2, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. Sum of these angles will be what, guys? 180 degree. So theta 1 plus theta 2, theta 1, theta 2 plus theta 3 will be equal to what? 180 degree. See the point here, everyone. 180 degree. So theta 3 will be equal to what? Theta 3 will be equal to what? 180 minus theta 1 minus theta 2. So theta 3 will be equal to what? 180 minus theta 1 is how much? 68.2. Theta 2 will be equal to how much? 65.2. Everyone please do the calculation and tell me the value of theta 3. Everyone please do the calculation. How much? 46.6 degree. Okay. Okay. So we got theta 3. Why we calculate theta 3? So we are going to use what? By sine rule, our favorite rule, and easy to understand, guys. So F in opposite theta 3. So F in by sine of what, guys? Theta 3. Then what? We have what? R1. Out of this remaining two, we have R1 or R2. We calculated what, guys? We calculated R1. So R1's opposite is what? R1's opposite is what? Sine of theta 1. Okay, good. So R1 will be equal to what? See the scenario here, everyone. So R1 will be equal to what? F in into sine of theta 1 divided by what? Sine of theta 3. Check it once again. I may be wrong mathematically. So what will be the scenario? So R1 will be equal to, what is F in? So sorry, I am writing properly or wrong, guys? What I am writing? What is our target? Guys, what is our target? F in. So please, guys, tell me quickly, sir. Don't forget target. So that's why in the beginning of the question I am writing always target. So here I forget target. What is our target? Our target is what? F in. So please be attentive. Okay. So F in is equal to what, guys? R1 F in into R1 multiplied by what, guys? Sine of theta 3 divided by what? Sine of theta 1. Okay, good. So F in. Okay, that is what our target. R1 we calculated 220,318.31. 220,318.31 sine of theta 3, we just now calculated 46.6. Okay, check it out, guys. Please be attentive. Please check the things, everything in the class. Sine of theta 1. Theta 1 is how much we calculated? 68.2. See the point here. So F in will be equal to what, guys? Please everyone do the calculation. Check it values, your values, guys. How? Yes, 172. So what, guys? 172,407. Check it out, guys, values. 172,407.27 Newton. Okay, because it is a force, so it is in Newton. So guys, are you getting my point? Try to see the scenario here. So in this way, this much force is required to drive the wedge in. Okay. See, in earlier question we required a lot of times, but here we solved very quickly, because in earlier questions it was difficult for you to understand this drawing. But in this question we already know this drawing, how to draw. So here in this question we have drawn this drawing quickly. Then this here also we have done the calculation very quickly. Okay, guys, please everyone write down all this thing. First of all this one, then this, and then at the end, please everyone complete all these things. Now try to see the scenario here. What we are going to do? So we got here F in, okay, in long way. Okay, now we are going to do shortcut way. See the scenario, how to use shortcut way for such type of numerical. Another way to solve this numerical, guys, see the scenario. So what we have, this is what our engine. See the point here, everyone. Very important discussion. This is what engine, how much load is here? Total load is how much? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3. And this is what a wedge. Okay, this is what a wedge. Okay, see the point here, everyone. So here force is what? F in. Here coefficient of friction means angle of friction is what? Phi, whose value is how much? 21.8 degree. Check it, guys. Is it a 21.8 or something else? Okay. Here is also what? So both the planes has what? Same coefficient of friction. So angle of friction is also same. Here also phi, 21.8 degree. Okay, good. Now we have to find out F in. How to find out F in? Guys, so what is the relation for us? I have given you mg. For horizontal plane, mg into what, guys? Tan phi. Here same phi means, okay. For this one horizontal plane, mg tan phi. And for inclined plane, mg tan of alpha plus phi. See the scenario. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? And what is mg will here? What will be mg here? Total load will be what? So, see the point here. mg will be what? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3. Okay, 200 into what, guys? 10 raised to the power 3. Any doubt in this one? Means total load. Here mg will is what? Total load. Okay, 200 into 10 raised to the power 3. Any doubt in this discussion, guys? See, earlier scenario. Okay. Okay, good. Into tan of what, guys? Tan of what? Phi is how much? 21.8 plus 200 into 10 raised to the power 3. Tan of alpha is how much, guys, for this inclined plane? Alpha is how much? 3 degree. And phi is how much for this plane? See, for this plane, for in this scenario it is the same, but it may be same, may not be same. So you have to check. So that is what, guys? 21.8. Okay. Please everyone do the calculation and tell me the value of f in. So another way, okay, another way to solve this numerical, please everyone do this calculation. Check it, is it answer matching? See, 17, same, we will get the same answer guys. 172, 407 point, how much? 27 Newton. Okay guys, are you getting my point? So, see the answer. Means by this way and earlier way. Okay, we are getting the same answers. Okay, anyone have any doubt in this discussion? Try to see the points here, everyone. So please write down guys, another way. Please everyone write down this way. Now guys, what they are asking us in B part, okay? Now guys, what they are asking us in B part, they are asking us work input to the wedge necessary to raise the engine by 3 mm. Means we have to raise this engine by what guys? We want to raise this engine by what? 3 mm. And how much work we have to give the engine, for the engine to raise this one. Okay guys, try to see the scenario here. So in B part, what is our target? In B part, we have to find out how much work input we have to give to raise the engine by 3 mm. Okay. So where we are giving input? We are giving input to the what? Wedge. Okay. So here try to see the scenario here. In B part, we have two targets. In B part, we have two target. First target of B part is what guys? We have to find out work input. What we have to find out? Work input. And second target is what? Efficiency. See the point here. Huh? And the efficiency of the operation during movement. Okay. So see the point here. So distance moved by the engine will be how much here? How much they have given? Distance moved by the engine. Distance moved by the engine is how much they have given to us? 3 mm. Okay. How much they have given? 3 mm. 3 mm means what guys? 0.003 meter. Okay. Let x will be equal to what guys? If engine, see where we are giving the input, we are giving the input to the wedge. Where we are giving input, we are giving input to the wedge. And where we are getting the output? Output means what? Movement of the engine. And input means what? Movement of the wedge. Okay. So wedge means our input. Engine means what? Our guys output. Okay. See the scenario. Wedge means what? Our input. Engine means what? Our output. Okay. So let x is equal to what? What is the meaning of x? Distance moved by the wedge. Okay. Distance moved by the wedge in meter. Okay guys, are you getting my point? X means what? Distance moved by the wedge. Okay. See the point here. Now here, see. Okay. Engine is moving by how much? 3 mm. Engine is moving by 3 mm. Wedge is moving by x. Okay. We are assuming it as a x. Okay. So now I am going to draw one drawing guys for our simplicity. Okay. See the point here. Okay. So see the point here. So as engine going up, wedge will go like this. Okay. If engine is going up, wedge will go like this. Okay. So what will? So wedge movement is like this. Engine movement is like this. See the scenario here. See this drawing here everyone. See this drawing. So this distance will be what guys? X. This distance will be what? 0.003 meter. Movement of the what guys? Movement of the engine, movement of the wedge. Now here this angle will be what guys? This angle will be what? 3 degree. This angle will be what? 3 degree. So angle between them. So what will they will form an angle, guys? Same 3 degree. It must be relation between them. It must be what, guys? 3 degrees. See the point here. So what we can say? See observe this drawing. So what we can say? Tan 3 is equal to what? Tan 3. Opposite by adjacent, tan 3 will be equal to what, guys? What is opposite here? Opposite will be what here? What is opposite here? 0.03 divided by adjacent is what? X. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? See, this is what a distance moved by the engine. This is what a distance moved by what? Wedge. Okay, and what will be their relation? Their taper of this one. Okay, so this they will form a what, guys? See, this angle will be what? 3 degree by default. Okay, see this one. So divided by what, guys? X. So X will be equal to what? 0.003 divided by what? Tan 3. Okay, are you getting my point? See the scenario here. So what will be the answer? Please everyone do the calculation and tell me the value of X. 0.003 divided by what, guys? Tan 3. So what we will get? So distance moved by the wedge will be what? 0.05724 meter. Okay, check it once again, everyone. So we got the distance moved by the wedge. And why we require distance moved by the wedge? Because where we are giving work input, we are giving work input to the wedge. Where we are giving the input, we are giving the input to the wedge. Okay, and what is meant by work, guys? Force into distance. So how much force we are applying on the wedge? So work output will be what, guys? What is the expression for work output? We can write. See the point here. Work output will be what, guys? Work output will be equal to what? F in. That is what a force. Sorry, not work output. Work input. Where we are giving input? We are giving input to the wedge. So work input will be equal to what? Whatever the force we are giving to the wedge multiplied by what, guys? Distance moved by the wedge. See the point, huh? Distance moved by the wedge. Okay. So how much? So work input will be equal to, see the point here. Work input will be equal to how much F in? We calculated, guys. This much force. 172,407. See the point. 0.27. And how much distance moved by the wedge? This one. 0.0. See the point here, everyone. See the point. So 0.05724. Add it out till now, guys. Check it once again. Add it out till now. Everything is okay? Okay, good. Okay, good. So work input will be equal to, guys, please everyone do the calculation. What will be the work input? 172,407.27. Check it values. Sometimes I may be wrong. 0.05724. So how much work input we are getting? 9868.5921. So we can write it like 5921. Unit of work is what? Joule. Okay, units, guys, capital J. So here we got one answer of B part. So that is what our work input. Now next point what they are asking us in B part. Next point what they are asking us, efficiency of the operation. What is the general definition of efficiency? Output by input. What is the general definition of efficiency? Output by input. What is our output here? Output is what? We are moving the engine. What is your input? We are giving work input to the engine wedge and we are getting output from the engine. Okay. So see the scenario. So efficiency of the operation. This is symbol is what? Eta, guys. This symbol is what? Eta. So this eta will be equal to what? Work output. See the point here. Work output divided by what, guys? Work input. Okay. For work output, which thing we are moving? See, for our output, which load we are moving? Load of 200 kilonewton. And by how much distance we are moving that load? We are moving that load by 3 mm. So what is work? Work means what? Force into distance. How much load we are moving? 200 kilonewton. Means our force will become what? For work output, our force will become what? 200 into 10 raised to the power 3. and our distance will be what, guys? What will be our distance? Our distance will be what? 0.003. Okay, see this scenario. Our distance will be what? 0.03, and work input we just calculated here at the top. So 98, see the point here, 9868.5921. Okay, so what is efficiency? See, you may say, sir, why you are not multiplied by 100? See, at the end with the final answer we are going to multiply. Means in engineering we rarely multiplied by 100 in the expressions. With the final answer, whatever answer we are getting 0 point, we will write down that answer, or in percentage. Means in terms of efficiency we can write in terms of point or in terms of percent, both our answers are valid. Okay, see the point here. So how much answer we are getting, guys? How much? 0.0. So please guys, 0.060. See guys, 79 means 8. So in percent, how much, guys? 6.08%. See, we are getting a very less efficiency. And why we are getting a less efficiency? Because there is a lot of losses in friction here. Okay, so there are a lot of losses, means there is lot of losses in friction. Okay guys, are you getting my point? See the scenario here. So this is what our efficiency of the operation. This is what our answer of B part. Work input, any doubt in this work input expression, guys? All these things, why we got, any doubt in this 3 degree, any doubt in this X, and any doubt in this efficiency? Okay, please everyone write down all these things properly. Start writing down from this point. No need to draw this diagram now. No need to draw this diagram. Just start from here. Write down all these things. Draw this drawing, guys, and then write down all these things, everyone. What is our next target? What we have to find out, guys, here? Now, in C part, extra part is what, guys? A force required to drive the wedge out. Okay. C part is what, guys? Force required, means in A part they are asking us force required to drive the wedge in. Now in extra question, what is the question? Force required to drive the wedge out. See the point here. This is the extra question. Force required to drive the wedge out. What will be the force required to drive the wedge out? And this is what we required our cases. So force required to drive the wedge out means this will be what, guys? C part, everyone. So what is our target for C part? Our target is what we have to find out. We have to find out F out. Okay, force required to drive the wedge out, F out. So in this scenario, okay, that is what our target. We have to find out F out. And how to find out F out, guys? Try to see the scenario. Here we have our two planes, one inclined plane, one horizontal plane. For horizontal plane, story is very, very simple. How is the story? F out will be equal to what, guys? For horizontal plane, story is very, very simple. F out will be equal to what? For horizontal plane, if you want to move the object on any horizontal plane, mg into tan phi. For horizontal plane, okay. Any doubt in this scenario? Now in this scenario, it is what, guys? Inclined plane. It is an inclined plane. Now if you turn this one, if you move the wedge on up, okay, try to see the scenario. If you move the wedge up, then story will become like this. This will become what, guys? Our engine. And this will become what? See the point here, everyone. If you move the story, so guys, in the theory we studied what? Force required to move the block down the plane. So means taking out means what? Taking out the wedge means what? What is meant by taking out this wedge? So if you turn this drawing by 180 degree, if you turn this drawing by what, guys? 180 degree, this will be what, guys? This will become wedge, and this will become what? Engine. And here force will become what, guys? Force will be like this. And if you want to move the object down the plane, we studied in basic theory, what will be this relation? Means here I am drawing. See, this is what our angle alpha. See the point here, huh? Okay, I am trying to draw the drawing properly. See the drawing. Concepts are there. Okay. So this is what our horizontal plane. This is inclined plane. This angle is what? Alpha. This is what our block. And weight of the block is what, guys? mg. And we want to move the block down the plane. And remember one point. Here phi is what? Greater than alpha. Then and only then we will require force F to move the block down the plane. Huh? Otherwise, if the alpha is greater than phi, then block will come down automatically due to its own weight. But when phi is greater than alpha, and in this scenario by default, what is the value of phi in this scenario? 21.8. And what is the value of alpha? 3 degree. So as phi is greater than alpha, means what? Object will not come down automatically. We have to apply some force, and then that force, due to that force, object will come. So what will be the force for this scenario, guys? We studied F is equal to what? mg into tan of phi minus alpha. Okay, guys, try to see the scenario. So for this plane, so what will be that? mg into, what is angle of friction here? Phi only. If it is phi 1, then we have to consider it as a phi 1. Huh? So phi minus alpha. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? Try to see the scenario. So F out will be equal to what? mg will be equal to how much, guys? What is the value of mg? Here means weight, that is total load. So total load is what here? mg means total load here. So that will be what? 200 into. Now you will consider, sir, what is the weight of the wedge? Guys, here we are considering weight of the wedge is negligible. So here this 200 Newton can be considered as the wedge. Means we will consider load on the wedge. Okay. So here we are neglecting the weight of the wedge in the throughout discussion. In the throughout discussion, what is our assumption? Our assumption is that weight of the wedge is very small as compared to other things. Okay. So here this total load will be act as a weight only, means a load on the wedge. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? Try to see the point here. Now, tan of phi is how much, guys? 21.8. So plus 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 into tan of what, guys? Phi is how much? 21.8. Alpha is how much? 3. So what will be F out? What will be F out, guys? Please everyone. 200, guys, here. Here 200, I have made mistake. Please everyone do the calculation. Second opinion. One 148. Check it, guys. Huh? Is it okay from my side? 148,079.846 Newton. Okay. So this much force we require to move the block, to move the wedge out of the block. Okay. So this is the extra part here. Please everyone write down all these things. If you want, you can write down this also. This is for our reference. Okay. Because in next lecture, they have asked such type of questions to take out how much force we require to take the wedge out. Okay. So we should know these things, because in tomorrow's lecture we need all these things.